So as many of you know, I'm currently working on my 200 questions video, where I'm answering 200 questions from my audience as a thank you for 200,000 subscribers, which we're quickly closing in on. But every once in a while, I get a question that requires such an in-depth answer that it would simply take too long to put it in the 200 questions video, and instead needs a video of its own. That's where this one comes in, as a faithful viewer asked, if I was to make the perfect basketball player using a combination of attributes from NBA players, what would those attributes be? Who would be the players involved? There is also one rule to this question, and it's that I can't use one player multiple times. For example, if I was to use the footwork of Michael Jordan, I couldn't also use the fadeaway jumper of Michael Jordan. Once that player has one of his attributes used, he's done. So with that in mind, I tried to be as insanely specific as possible, as I got into the nitty-gritty details of what my player would be like. Essentially, I'm just going to list these off. And this might seem like a stupid video to you guys, but honestly, I wanted to do right by my viewer and tackle this super hypothetical scenario and see where you guys agree or disagree. First off, he would have the height of George Marason, who is recorded as the tallest NBA player of all time, standing at 7 foot 7 inches tall. He would have the hand size of Boban Marjanovic, who is on record to have the largest hands in NBA history. He would have the wingspan of Manute Bol, who apparently has a wingspan of 8 feet 6 inches long. He would have the agility of Victor Wembanyama, who is the most fluid and free-flowing big man that I've ever seen within this league. He would have the strength of Ben Wallace, who is widely known as one of the strongest players in NBA history. He would have the speed of Derrick Rose, as he was absurdly fast and one of the most explosive players of all time. He would have the stamina of Wilt Chamberlain, who during his prime literally played 48 minutes per game. Then he would have the bullying nature of Shaquille O'Neal, who was bigger and stronger than everyone else, but was not hesitant about punishing smaller defenders. He would have the motor of Russell Westbrook, who was always playing with 100% effort throughout the entirety of the game while seemingly never running out of energy. He would have the tenacity of Kevin Garnett, as he was visibly one of the all-time competitive players. He would have the basketball IQ of Chris Paul, who was one of the most intelligent playmakers of all time. He would have the leaping ability of Vince Carter, who famously jumped over a 7-footer in the Olympics and is widely recognized as the greatest dunker in NBA history. He would have the dunking ferocity of Shawn Kemp, as I've never seen anyone who dunked the ball harder than him. He would have the limitless range of Steph Curry, as there is nowhere on the court where Steph isn't considered open. He would have the off-ball movement of Reggie Miller, as he was the epitome of aggressive at finding a spot to catch and shoot. He would have the spot-up shooting ability of Ray Allen, who was arguably the greatest set shooter of all time. He would have the general ball handling of Kyrie Irving, the crossover dribble of Allen Iverson, the ball faking of Rajon Rondo, and the Euro step of Manu Ginobili. He would have the layup package of Rod Strickland, the teardrop of Tony Parker, and the step back of James Harden. Along with that, he would also have the fadeaway jumper of Dirk Nowitzki, which was nearly impossible to contest. He would have the interior footwork of Akeem Olajuwon, and the perimeter footwork of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He would have the defensive versatility of Dennis Rodman, as he could guard all 5 positions at any point in time. He would have the on-ball defense of Scottie Pippen, and the rim protection of Dikembe Mutombo. The chase-down blocking ability would be from the Secretary of Defense, Bobby Jones. He would be equipped with the quick hands of Alvin Robertson, the passing lane instincts of Clyde Drexler, the offensive rebounding of Moses Malone, and the defensive rebounding of Dwight Howard. The court vision would come from none other than Magic Johnson. The outlet passing would be from Nikola Jokic, the lob passing of Brian Shaw, the inbounds passing of Jason Kidd, and the creativity of White Chocolate Jason Williams. He would have the bank shot of Tim Duncan, the skyhook shot of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the finger roll of George the Iceman Gervin, and the pull-up mid-range jumper of Jerry West. He would have the free throw efficiency of Steve Nash, the trick shooting of Luka Doncic, and the flair of Dr. J. Julius Erving. And now, I saved some of the most crucial attributes for the very end. He would have the leadership of Bill Russell, who famously led his Boston Celtics to win 11 NBA championships, not just as a player, but as a head coach. He would have the wisdom of Phil Jackson, who knew exactly how to lead a team, how to push buttons, and how to manage a variety of egos. He would have the unselfishness of Jack Twyman, who was the ultimate teammate and was always looking out for his fellow man. Look into his story with Maurice Stokes if you want to know more about what I'm talking about. He would have the trash-talking ability of Gary Payton, who was frequently getting in the offensive player's head. He would have the sound decision-making of John Stockton, who had the greatest assist-to-turnover ratio in NBA history thanks to his intelligent play. He would have the work ethic of Kobe Bryant, as I simply think there's never been a harder working athlete in modern history. He would have the confidence of Anthony Edwards, the longevity of LeBron James, and the availability of AC Green. He would have the toughness of Larry Bird, who was willing to play through anything. He would have the big game clutch gene of Michael Jordan, who always shined brightest when it mattered the most. And he would have the clutch shot making of Robert Horry, as he almost always buried the shot when the team needed it the most. So now you've heard my ridiculously long list of attributes to make the perfect basketball player. What were some of the attributes I missed? What were some of the attributes that you would actually give to someone else? Or maybe I used the wrong kind of attribute on a certain player. I look forward to hearing your feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.